I pressed my face against the cold window. Only a few days back, my daddy, Gaten, walked out that very door carrying a book. He headed toward the two big oak trees in the front yard and settled himself into the hammock that was stretched between them. And after a while, like always, he was sound asleep, with the open book face down across his chest. My daddy looked small between those big trees, but then he was small. Everybody says I'm small for a 10-year-old. I guess I'm going to be like my daddy. Funny, it's only the middle of the week, but it seems like it's Sunday. They say I haven't shed a single tear since my daddy died. Not even when the doctor told me he was dead. I was just a scared, dry-eyed little girl gazing into the eyes of a doctor unable to hold back his own tears. I stood there, they said, humming some sad little tune. I don't remember all of that, but I sure do remember why I was down at the county hospital. Things sure can happen fast. Just 2 days before yesterday, my Aunt Everline and I walked in and out of that door too, hurrying and trying to get everything in tip-top shape for Gaten's wedding supper. Gaten didn't give Everline much time. He just drove up with this woman, Sara Kate, just like he did the first time I met her. Then up and said flat out, "Sara Kate and I are going to get married. She's going to be your new stepmother, Clover." I almost burst out crying. I held it in, though. Gaten couldn't stand a crybaby. A new stepmother, I thought, like I had an old one. I guess Gaten had rubbed out his memory of my real mother like he would a wrong answer with a pencil eraser. Everline had been cooking at her house and our house all day long. My cousin Daniel and I had been running back and forth carrying stuff. I should have known something was up on account of all the new stuff we had gotten. New curtains and dinette set for the kitchen. Everline said the chair seats are covered in real patent leather. Gaten's room was really pretty. New rug and bedspread with matching drapes. In spite of all the hard work Everline was doing, she had so much anger all tied up inside her, it was pitiful. She was slinging pots and pans all over the place. I didn't know why she thought the newlyweds would want to eat all that stuff she was cooking in the first place. Everybody knows that people in love can't eat nothing. Even Jim Ed tried to tell her she was overdoing it. It didn't make any sense, her husband said. To cook so much you had to use 2 kitchens. I don't want the woman to say I wouldn't feed her, Everline pouted. I think Sara Kate is the woman's name, Everline, Jim Ed snapped. Well, that set Everline off like a lit firecracker. She planted her feet wide apart like she was getting ready to fight. Beads of sweat poured down her back. The kitchen was so hot it was hard to breathe. Jim Ed gave his wife a hard look. I hope you heard what I said. Everline put her hands on her hips and started shaking them from side to side so fast she looked like she was cranking up to take off. I heard what you said, Jim Ed. Heard you loud and clear. What I want to know is what you signifying. Everline was so mad she looked like she was going to have a stroke. Let me tell you one thing. Get this through your thick skull and get it straight. You are not going to get in your head that just because some fancy woman is marrying into this family, you can start talking down to me. You better pray to the Lord that you never, and I mean never, embarrass me in front of that woman, because if you do, only the Lord'll be able to help you. She waved a heavy soup spoon in his face. Another thing, Jim Ed Hill, I am not going to burn myself to a crisp in that hot peach orchard getting my skin all rough and tore up. I'm sure all Miss Uppity Class will do is sit around and play tennis or golf. One thing is the Lord's truth. She's not going to live off of what